I think it's becoming all the more necessary, all the more imperative that we move towards a more post-nationalist sort of world. What do I mean by post-nationalist world? Well, see, I mean, different people have different ideas, different definitions of what nationalism or what being part of a nation is. But if you look at the specific social science definition of what nationalism is, or being of a certain nationality or whatever it is basically being associated to a certain territory, a certain culture, a certain human heritage. Now the thing is that if your society, or if your nation, or if your nation state or country or whatever you call it, if it is homogenous, like absolutely homogenous, 100%, then that's fine. No one's going to complain. No one has issues. No one has, like arguments about nationalism, how nationalism should be defined. But if you are part of a nation or so-called territory or country, which has got so many other people as well, a lot of different minorities, and the minorities don't subscribe to your idea or the majority's idea of what constitutes a nation or what constitutes a country, then automatically what happens is that you have to back you have to change the definition to be more all encompassing. And I feel like the best thing that we can do is, because when it comes to culture, when it comes to human heritage, I mean obviously there's something that is going on, like a lineage, but at the same time we see that a lot of different cultures mix, and there's a lot of diversion and diversity, and there's a lot of intermixing, integration that happens every now and then in human history. So given that thing, I mean, it is only necessary that modern states, they should not be reflective, or they should not be associated or attached with a single definition of a culture, or they should not be representative of only one type of ethnicity or whatever. But unfortunately, it is happening. When we say India, we people would automatically think of a certain type of phenotype, a certain type of culture, a certain type of language. If we're talking Indonesia, similarly, we do the same thing. Probably Japan, China. I mean, we see that there is no country in the world which is absolutely 100% homogenous. There might be certain countries. I mean, that probably I don't know of, but most of the time there is some amount of minority that exists. And even if a minority is like at 1% or 2%, even then it is a minority that needs to be reflected in their definition of a nation. Otherwise, you're doing an injustice to them.